hurricane first making landfall in the Florida Keys and then barreling up the coast of Florida.
It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying.
Winds more than 100 miles per hour, spawning tornadoes. The hurricane slamming into Marco Island, then right here in Naples. And the storm surge on both coasts tonight. Naples and Fort Myers on high alert for a 10 to 15 foot storm surge. Trees, power lines down, homes battered across the state. The last minute rescues, but tonight already some lives lost. Finding shelter, Irma's track and the dramatic shift westward, leaving millions scrambling to evacuate. Tampa will be tested next. Into the evening, authorities say a storm this powerful for them has not been seen in a century.
We're about to be punched in the face.
And in Miami tonight, some neighborhoods underwater, streets disappearing amid the storm surge, construction cranes crashing down. And tonight, new images of the storm's first strike, the devastation in Key West. Millions across this state without power, a dark and difficult night ahead. World News Tonight begins now.
This is a special edition of World News Tonight with David Muir in the path of Irma.
Okay.
Great. So now,
So are we on the air?
yes, we're on the air. Wow, it's crazy.
Hurricane Irma barreling through Naples with tremendous force. The highest wind gust to hit Florida from Irma so far, 142 miles per hour, right here at the Naples airport. The deafening winds, the trees snapping from the force of the hurricane. Irma had just made the second landfall on Marco Island, 3:35 Eastern, just south of Naples. And then the hurricane was here. Look at this. This is just incredible. Over our shoulder here, we are blocked by two sort of concrete barriers, which is the only reason we're able to talk, because if we were another 5 feet this way, we'd be caught in this. ABC's Matt Gutman was just a short distance away. We could not see him through the blinding rain. I want to go to Matt Gutman, who's also here in Naples with me. He's been tracking this right along here with us. And Matt, what are you seeing?
David, pretty much the same as you, and I'm sure feeling pretty much the same as you are right now. And I want to just describe for a second what it actually feels like to be in this. It feels like you're being blasted with the fire hose. The intensity of the rain coming down is something like I haven't experienced before.
There were sustained winds of more than 100 miles per hour. Evacuees at nearby shelters, inside listening to the howling storm. And imagine the sounds of what they're hearing right now inside those shelters. Matt seeking shelter on the right there during our special report. I do want to get back to Matt Gutman and his crew. And Matt, if you can hear me, just reassure the rest of us that you're okay. You were giving us an extraordinary display of the strength, the muscle of this storm. But we lost his audio, but I can assure you that producers told me that he is okay. But even before the storm hit Naples, the outer bands were already causing significant damage here.
It's 3 p.m. Eastern right now, and as you can see, one of the first things to go is the power. This hotel has gone completely dark where we're reporting from. Irma is now 20 miles to the south of here. The winds have already picked up. It's extremely intense, the wind speed outside. Sustained winds of Irma right now, as this hurricane approaches, 120 miles per hour. And I'm just going to show you what we've done down here. Because as we were on the air, you can actually hear some of this debris coming in. But these windows come around the corner here, Tom. This is what happens when these buildings, and just be careful, Tom, the awnings on the outside of the building actually are crashing down, breaking these windows inside the hotel, which then leads to pressurization issues as Irma gets closer.
Tonight, after seeing the winds and the rain, there is real concern here over what you don't see during the storm, the surge itself. Authorities warned of what could be a 10 to 15-foot storm surge, sending water rushing into parts of Naples. And we are watching that here tonight. It was harrowing here for the people of Naples, for the thousands in shelters here in Collier County, and it was devastating from the moment it hit. First making landfall in the Keys, then the wind gusts in Miami topping 100 miles per hour. We turn back to our senior national correspondent, Matt Gutman, on this difficult day for Florida.
Hurricane Irma devouring Florida tonight. The storm making its first U.S. landfall at Cudjoe Key in the lower Florida Keys at 9:10 a.m. These storm chasers clocking speeds at 117 miles per hour. The actual speed may have been higher. Just before 10 a.m., a 94 mile per hour wind gust in Miami. Those gusts even stronger at the top of skyscrapers, snapping that crane and ripping off the roof of this apartment building. On the streets below, more than 5 feet of storm surge swamping downtown Miami.
As the minutes pass, the flooding keeps getting worse because the rain does not stop.
The hurricane spawning at least 3 reported tornadoes, multiple homes damaged in this neighborhood near Melbourne, Florida.
Mine's still standing. Mine's still standing, but there's a lot of water coming in now.
That metal wrapped around that mailbox, the wind firing splinters, spearing into the sides of homes. And officials say the biggest danger, that storm surge.
It's just after 2:20. We've just received an urgent alert on our phone, like everybody else in Naples, that the storm surge is coming. The water has gone out towards the Gulf of Mexico, and officials say it is going to come back in with ferocity.
The storm making its second landfall at 3:35 p.m. at Marco Island, now heading towards Tampa.
Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And well, we're about to get punched in the face.
David, and it seems like an industrial-sized blender took the tops of the trees off here, grinding everything down. And right now we've switched position because the storm has come around to the other side. And this is the most dangerous time for folks here in Naples. They've come out during the eye of the storm to check on their cars, walk their dogs. But now is the most dangerous time because that storm surge is coming in, and officials are warning us it is dangerous out here. David.
You are absolutely right, Matt. Authorities all weekend long have said don't be fooled by the storm when it goes through. There is a calm afterward. We all just witnessed it here. But as you can see behind me tonight, the skies have suddenly darkened. The winds are picking up again, and the trees are already blowing in these heavy winds, now making their return. So let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. She's back at the weather wall in New York, tracking the storm for us. Ginger, where's Irma now? Where's the hurricane headed?
Well, you're right there on that back of the eye wall, and so I want to take you through the rest of this radar. We already saw that 142 mile per hour gust in Naples, but there's an extreme wind warning that looks like it just may have dropped, but that was for 115 plus mile per hour winds, a tornado watch that extends, and multiple tornado warnings, all just east of Orlando, north of Vero Beach. We take you through that track, and this has been the all-important cone of uncertainty throughout the last couple of days. Well, now it is much more narrow and includes Tampa overnight tonight as a Category 1. It moves up to the Florida State-Georgia line right there around Tallahassee, and then gets sucked up into kind of a low-pressure system and becomes more of just a rainmaker in the middle Tennessee Valley. Just to give you an idea of what to anticipate wind-wise, there will still be hefty gusts as we go through the afternoon and evening here. 50 mile per hour for Tampa, 51 Orlando, 58 in Tallahassee. That can still take down power lines, but it certainly gets weaker. So we are going to see this continue to weaken as it sits over land. The storm surge, however, on the backside as that wind and water whips around, could still reach 10 to even 15 feet in some of those beaches for Captiva or Sanibel, anywhere you see there. And rainfall, don't forget, David, 15 plus inches, 8 in North Georgia possible with those flood watches.
Watching the rain, Ginger, and that storm surge that you speak of at this hour. In the meantime tonight, we turn to Florida's east coast because parts of Miami and Miami Beach are already underwater. The storm surge really on both coasts. This hurricane was wider than the state of Florida. And the images tonight, the construction cranes toppled in this hurricane. ABC's Gio Benitez is live from Miami tonight. Gio?
David, good evening. This is just incredible what's happened here in downtown Miami. You and Ginger just talked about that storm surge. Take a look at this. It has turned roads into rivers here in downtown Miami. This goes for blocks, evidence that a powerful system moved through here. Tonight, massive flooding in downtown Miami, rising water, swallowing street signs. This hotel swamped. Madeline Wright from our Miami affiliate, WPLG, in the middle of the storm surge.
This is a street. This is not a river, but it looks like it.
This car, finding itself in the path of the floodwaters, suddenly forced to back up. The rain relentless for hours, creating blinding conditions. I don't think I ever would have described a hurricane and sort of compared it to a blizzard. That's what this looks like here. Gusts approaching 100 miles per hour. Whoa! That first crane crashing into a high-rise under construction around 11. Tonight, part of the crane dangling over the side of the building. Late today, a second crane buckling. The powerful winds forcing us inside. We're going to go inside. I think it's a little too dangerous right now. Seconds later, those shatter-resistant windows built to sustain a Category 3 hurricane cracking. And David, as you know, I grew up here in South Florida. I grew up with hurricanes. And when we woke up to that haunting, howling sound of the wind, there's only one other storm I thought of, Hurricane Andrew. David.
So many people have said the same thing, Gio. Our thanks to you all day long as well. And next, all along Irma's path tonight, a trail of destruction. In fact, at this hour, there are already millions without power in this state. And ABC's chief national correspondent, Tom Llamas, is in Fort Myers tonight. Tom?
David, we're feeling the brunt of Hurricane Irma right now. It is relentless. This wind is whipping so hard and the rain doesn't stop. We had a wind gauge, an anemometer. It broke at 80 miles per hour. But what's really breaking is the infrastructure of the power sector here in Florida. Tonight, Irma's fierce winds toppling trees like matchsticks.
Oh my God!
Those dangerous gusts littering roads, crashing into cars, and snapping power lines. Overnight, flashes in the sky.
Whoa!
The first signs of the widespread power outages to come. More than 2 million Florida customers now without electricity, and federal officials tell ABC News that number could shoot up to 5 million. Utility vehicles are at the ready to turn the lights back on as soon as it's safe, but no telling when that will be. Analysts predict Irma could do $200 billion worth of damage, and we're seeing it already. You can see the winds. You can see the winds, how powerful they are right now, David. It's going east to west. You can see the top of those palm trees right there and how they're blowing. Irma's coming through here with her full force, and it's getting worse by the minute. David, back to you.
All right, Tom, you and the team stay safe there. They are seeing what we just saw here in Naples as Irma steams northward in this state. We're going to turn to Tampa, which could be next. The next city in the hurricane's path, half of it sitting close to sea level and especially vulnerable to storm surge. Tonight, it's also a city bracing for disaster. ABC's TJ Holmes is there. TJ?
David, vulnerable, yes, also hasn't seen a storm like this since 1921, and they got late notice that this storm was coming for them after it made an unexpected shift over the weekend. All that adds up to high anxiety here in the Tampa Bay area. Tonight, Tampa tested like never before. Its harbor almost like a giant funnel. Irma's winds already sucking water from the coastline, leaving beaches of mud behind. This city hasn't seen a direct hit by a hurricane in almost a century.
We know that we are ground zero for Hurricane Irma. We have, for 90 years, avoided this day, but I think our day has come.
The Tampa-St. Petersburg area has been called the most vulnerable in the country to flooding damage. Scientists warned for years that a storm like this could mean disaster. Half the people here don't even live 10 feet above sea level. The city will flood at just 3 feet of storm surge, but the storm surge from Irma could more than double, inundating thousands of homes and businesses. Now, they have seen population growth here in this area for the past several years. People want to come here for the beautiful coastline, pristine beaches. Well, 3 million people live in this area now, and they're preparing for the storm of a lifetime. David?
All right, TJ Holmes from Tampa tonight. TJ, thank you. Next here to the life-threatening threat from the storm surge. The water rising in just minutes. Too quick to outrun, to get out of the way. Case in point, right here in Naples a short time ago, the water was already rising 4 feet in just 30 minutes, and now it's the backside of the hurricane. That surge could grow. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano on the danger, and he's in Sarasota tonight.
Before those waters come rushing in, the ominous images of the negative surge. In Naples, a negative surge of 3.5 feet, likely to become 10 or 15 feet on the other side as Irma moves through. Tonight, so much of Florida coastline vulnerable. The biggest threat to Florida's Gulf Coast, up to 15 feet of surge anticipated. This animation showing how quickly the water can overtake homes, in some cases even moving them off their foundations. But only a few feet of surge can lead to dramatic flooding. Those scenes today in Miami, 5 feet of surge, turning roads into rivers.
Do not think the storm is over when the wind slows down. The storm surge will rush in and could kill you.
And David, that is not a scare tactic. Between inland flooding and storm surge, water is the #1 hurricane-related killer. In the end, look, you can protect yourself from the wind like we're doing. Look at it outside, but you have to